lifetime, say the past 30 to 35 years, Missouri has not been competitive in these mega projects. We have watched as these projects, Nissan, Mitsubishi, Toyota, Saturn, and a host of other projects, BMW and Mercedes, have gone principally in that swath of states from the Carolinas to Texas, across the Sun Belt, and we have not been in the game. But with the success of this Bombardier project, the world once again knows, and the word goes out worldwide, that Missouri is back in the game. And this portends many good things for the future, thanks to the leadership of the folks standing up here.
I believe now we're going to go work on project number 2. I mean, this deal's done, and now we go on to the next level. It's an honor. You know, someone that has a master's in history, I always thought I'd read history and I taught history, but actually making history for the House of Representatives and the Senate, this is the deal. Missouri now is the state by which all others are measured. Nobody else has ever put together a package which the tax credits are paid back, the taxpayers made whole, internal rate of return is 5.1%. The taxpayers are making money on the project. Unbelievable, insightful, creative, puts us in the next century, and thank you for the go.
We also know that there'll be in excess of 5,000 jobs and created for suppliers out there, the people that have to supply Bombardier and the ability to create those airplanes. What I want to go back to is a story I told on the Senate floor, and this is the one that really makes it very real to me. I explained that I was getting my car repaired in St. Joseph, and the place where I was getting repaired, they wash it before they deliver the car. And the guy that brought the car around to the front, just finished washing the car, asked me, he says, "You guys are going to get that airplane plant?" And I said, "Well, we're going to work hard to get that airplane plant." And he says, "Well, listen," I said, "I used to be a mechanic for TWA and then for American Airlines, and they downsized, and I lost my job, and this is what I do now." He says, "That's the place I want to work." And that's when it kind of all made sense. So we talk about 2,100 jobs, we talk about 5,000 jobs. But I like to look at that guy in St. Joseph, that's the job he wants, and that's what makes it all real for me. And Senator Ridgway has the same thing going on in Clay County. It's just so important to this state, particularly to our part of the state. So we appreciate everybody's efforts.
Actually, it's a perfect segue into what I was going to say, is that I can't emphasize how unique this particular piece of legislation is. You know, I represent a whole lot of people that, yes, they may have the opportunity to go to work at a good, high-paying job in a great assembly plant, but I also represent a lot of hard-working Missourians that pay their taxes. They get up, they go to work every day. Those taxpayers need to be protected. So what I want to emphasize is how unique this plan is, that yes, we are offering job or tax credits that are tied to the jobs, tied to the salary, but it's unique in that we have a repayment plan so that those taxpayers are going to get their money back as the plant gets in full job production. So I think it's one of the things that, you know, as a member of the Appropriations Committee, I think we need to start looking at this type of plan for most all of our incentive plans that we offer in the state of Missouri, to make sure that not only we are kind of kickstarting job creation and a better plan for Missouri, but also that the taxpayers would actually get repaid. So thank you very much. I know that soon-to-be Senator Pierce.
Thank you.
Freudian slip, that's right.
Thank you. What a great day for Missouri, and I think we can all share in the success of today. I think this shows that Missouri is open for business, for mega projects in the future, and everyone had a hand in this. 2,100 jobs, but the spin-off jobs are just amazing. And I represent Central Missouri, University of Central Missouri. They have the premier aviation program in the Midwest. And they're so excited about this because this is a great way that they can have some of their graduates possibly work there, and it's a great symbiotic relationship. So that's just one small example of how this is really going to help the state of Missouri. So it's a great victory. Wouldn't have happened without the leadership in both the Senate and the House, and so we're very thankful for their support. This time I'd like to turn it over to Senator Gibbons.
Well, I too want to offer my thanks and congratulations to everybody in the governor's office, the department, and the legislators. I think it's a prime example of showing how the legislative process can and does work. There was a lot of opposition, particularly in the Senate, to the plan as it initially came over. And because of those concerns and questions and hard questions that were asked, eventually a plan was developed that I think is the most exciting turn of events in economic development that I've seen since I've been in the legislature since 1992. And that is, we have an economic development plan that provides incentives, and significant incentives, to make Missouri a player and competitive as we fight with other states to gain the opportunity for our residents to have jobs and employment in a way that can support their family. But we've done it in a way that protects the taxpayers. There are most tax credit programs that have existed, and there's 50 some odd in Missouri. The ones that are economic development oriented is betting money on the come. We throw money out and hope that something happens, and it's very difficult to show that the tangible, accountable relationship between that tax credit and benefit to people. This one, the benefit to the people happens before the tax credits are issued. The building is under construction, employees are working, and that's when those tax credits begin to happen. And it's a way for us to leverage and to participate and compete for these big projects, and yet at the same time protect taxpayers and make sure that we're just not opening up the treasury for a raid by corporate players.